as I was watching the protest all over the US and the discussion about the senseless murder, brutal murder of George Floyd, a documentary came to my mind, a documentary by a Canadian filmmaker. His name is Alan Zweig. It's called Coppers. Very simple concept, but very impactful. He basically interviewed former cops, retired cops, about their life, about their job, about their personal life, about how it affects them. A variety of people, diverse backgrounds. Some is like distinguished 35 years career in the police. Some couldn't take it and after a few years retired. But there was one thing in common, one scary thing in all those stories that was in common. Each and every one of them, no matter how healthy and how strong their personality was and how balanced they were the day they recruited, the day they start their job, at a certain point, what they see and what they experience in the street scarred them forever. Scarred and affected their emotional balance forever. And you look at that and you hear those testimonies and it's clear as day. You have to be insane in order not to affect like that, in order to not create some sort of PTSD going through what they go. So it's almost like built in the system. It's almost like there is no way any of those cops in the street, in the front line, can escape that. Now, taking that to the States and to the current discussion, and there is no reason to believe that in the violent society in the States it's any different from the Canadian experience that this film portrayed. So you're thinking about the reality that on top of that sensitive, explosive situation of cops in the front line who suffer from imbalanced emotional stuff and PTSD in different levels, you're thinking that every time those guys are dispatched, every time in such a racist society with such an explosive racist built in, just that, not just the police, it's the entire society. But every time you dispatch them, it's like sending someone that his hands is shaking, that is emotionally imbalanced, to neutralize a bomb that can explode. That's how sensitive and difficult the situation is. And I don't have the magic solution. It's not that you can say, you know what, a cop is scarred for life emotionally after 2 years, okay, let's replace them, let's bring another one. It's not realistic, it doesn't work this way. But it's clear as day that a part of the solution needs to be, those cops need to be educated. Those cops need to be educated, and every hint and every slight evidence that they have some sort of racist behavior, boom, out. That, no doubt, that should be a part of the solution. But also, those cops need to be treated. Those cops need to be, their emotional distress needs to be dealt seriously. Each and every one of them, it's not just few people, each and every one of them needs to get emotional support. Otherwise, the problem will not be solved. By the way, not just against black. And that part of the solution, that part of understanding that the solution needs to be there. The solution needs to be about educating, about selecting the people who doesn't have any evidence or any kind of like history of racism, and treat them emotionally. Treat them emotionally on a constant weekly or monthly or whatever it is. The system has to take care of that, otherwise the problem is not gonna go away. I hope this fresh perspective give you a new insight into that current discussion. Adios. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Ooh.